God and come congregate with your brothers.
I will, I promise.
All right, our address is on there, brother. We're going to see. All right, Vernon?
Something, brother. All right. The reason why we cursed is because we are in idolatry.
Bring it out.
We are in idolatry.
Right.
We have things and symbols that we think pertain to us, but really they are the devil.
Right.
Let's read
the book of Proverbs 3 and verse 31. Envy not the oppressor.
So guess what? The same man that we serve, right, is our oppressor.
That's right. And choose none of his ways.
And choose none of his ways, right? Give me Revelations 2 and 9. So guess what? You have the star on, right? Who else has stars on their flag?
Generally speaking,
what nation? Now we're the children of Israel, right? We're the children of Israel. So who's over in our land right now? Read what you got.
The book of Revelations 2 and verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
He knows that we're the children of Israel. No, nobody else cares that we're the children of Israel. Read.
Right. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
And the lies, the people that say that they Jews, read.
And are not, but are the synagogues of Satan.
Right. So if the synagogue of Satan has a star on their flag and you got it on your neck, you representing the synagogue of Satan, brother.
That's true.
You envying your oppressor.
Right.
I know there's a problem, but I'm looking for that higher answer. I was raised in the church, Christian, read the Bible, Revelations. If I read it myself, it throws me somewhere else and I end up in the bad
The problem is you don't see yourself in the Bible. We just proved that you Israel.
Give me Isaiah, right, real quick. Give me Psalms 111:10 first. So you say you read it yourself and it doesn't make sense, right?
No. I understand it, but when I go to Revelations,
Revelation doesn't make sense.
It does something to my mind and also my mother.
Okay.
The book is too powerful.
This is how you understand the Bible, right? Because our people will say things, and that doesn't make sense to anybody out here, right?
Right.
And this is why it doesn't make sense. Read that.
The book of Psalms 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
So in order to understand the Bible, the first thing you have to do is fear the Lord, right? So the first thing we got to figure out is, what is fear of God? What does that mean when it says fear God? Does that mean I go in the corner and I hide, right? Do I apply the commandments of God? What is it talking about, right? Because it says in order to get wisdom, to begin having wisdom of this Bible, we must do what?
Fear God.
So what is that? That's the question we need to ask ourselves, right? Let me show you an example of fearing God. Give me Habakkuk 2. And we're going to see if you really want to understand Revelation or if you don't. We're going to find out right now.
Today.
We're going to find out if you want to understand it or not. Habakkuk 2:18. There was a brother just like you standing here. He said, I love God. I read him the scripture. He ain't love God. We're going to see if you love God. Habakkuk 2:18. Right? Because the Bible is very specific on what it says we must do, right?
Right.
So in order to fear God, you have to apply the commandments of God.
That's right.
Right? So what we're going to get you is some commandments of God. This is a commandment of God. It's not something that we like. It's something that you must do.
That's right.
This is something that you must do.
The book of Habakkuk 2 and verse 18. What profit the graven image?
Read it slow. Start over.
What profit the graven image?
So that on your neck is a graven image, right? It was something that was made, graven, right? Somebody made that. So God is saying, what profit is that star on your neck if you don't fear me and keep my commandments? There's no profit of it.
Right.
It doesn't benefit you. It's just something you have on your neck.
That's
Read.
right. That the maker thereof have graven it, the molten image, and a teacher of lies.
That image on your neck teaches you lies. It doesn't tell you that Christ is a black man. It doesn't tell you that you're from the 12 tribes of Israel. It doesn't tell you that you need to repent and keep God's commandments. We wear these different things on our neck and we walk around and we say it's representing something, but it means nothing. We wear the cross, we wear the ark, we wear stars of so-called David on our neck, right? These things mean nothing to God if you're not keeping his commandments. So this is what God said to do with them. Here's the commandment, Deuteronomy 7:25. We're going to see if you really love God. Because we're not going to waste time. We're not going to play with our people. We're not going to play with our people. So we're going to see if you really love God. We're going to find out right now. Deuteronomy 7:25.
The book of Deuteronomy 7 and verse 25. The graven images of their gods.
So God said that was a graven image of who?
of their God.
That's not his. He said it's somebody else's God, but it ain't mine. It ain't the God of the Israelites. The 12 tribes of Israel don't wear stars on their neck. They got nothing to do with me. That's what he's saying. Read.
Shall be burned with fire.
God said you burn it with fire. So if you burn it with fire, what happens to it? It's destroyed, right?
Yes.
You can't put it back on your neck. So what should you do in order to burn it with fire? What should you do with it? Can you burn it right now? Or you could burn it, but you'll get a violation. What's the other thing you could do?
I could take it off.
And do what with it?
That's right.
Discard it.
That's right.
There's a trash can right there, brother. We're going to find out if you love God. Right now.
I'm down.
Let's see. Let's see. Take it off your neck and throw it in the trash, and we're going to find out if you love God.
What I need is worth more than
That's
this
right,
shit.
brother.
I mean stuff.
We're going to find out. There's a trash can right there.
Look, I'm trying to like not be cool. I'll take it off as fast as I can.
Because those things on our neck don't benefit us.
I'll keep the chains for crosses.
I understand, right? That's fine. We said for what? Crosses?
Crosses.
No, we can't wear crosses either.
Oh.
We'll get into that either. But for now, discard the stars. The trash can is right there.
All right. I know the camera's on me, so let me try to be high tech.
No, it's fine. Take your time. Read that again.
The graven images of their gods shall ye burn with fire. Thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them.
So God said you shouldn't desire the silver or gold of other gods.
Right.
He said this has nothing to do with me. These crosses that we put on our neck, he's talking about those too. The ankh that we put on our neck, he's talking about that too.
Right.
He said all these different things that you wear in your neck, they have nothing to do with me.
That's right.
You grave them and you put them on your neck and you wear them with an idea of what I am in them.
Right.
And that doesn't tell you what I am.
Right.
The Bible tells you what God is.
That's right.
There you go, brother. The trash can's right there.
I made this
There you go.
myself. I don't
Right
care.
there.
I don't care.
Read it again for the time.
The graven images of their gods shall ye burn with fire. Thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them.
Read.
Nor take it unto thee,
Uh-huh.
lest thou be a snare
So
therein.
God said if you take that thing and you put it on your neck, that cross, that ankh, that Star of David, if you put it on your neck, it's going to trap you.
That's
it's going to trap your mind.
Right.
Because you're going to look down at it and you're going to say, well, God loves everybody.
That's
I got the Star of David on, it means I can do whatever I want. I'm powerful with this on, right?
Right.
You don't got to apply the laws of God. But guess what? You do. Because if you want to fear God, if you want wisdom, what must you do?
Fear God.
Exactly. That's the point we getting at. So in order to understand Revelation, the first thing you must do is what? Fear God.
Yes.
So you can understand that. Now, how should you read the Bible? Isaiah 28. Right? You took the cross over your neck, right? So we're going to show you some other things that you can do to begin to get wisdom.
That's
Because
right.
if you fear God, you'll begin to get wisdom.
That's right.
Isaiah 28.
Isaiah 28 verse 10. For precept must be upon precept.
The Bible said precept must be upon precept. Precept is something, give me that in Hebrews. Hebrews 9 and 13, right? Give me Hebrews 9 and 13. So Hebrews 9 and 13 is going to explain to you what a precept is, right?
Yeah. Okay.
9 and 19, go ahead.
For when Moses had spoken every
precept, go ahead.
to all the people accordingly to the law.
According to the law. So a precept is what?
A law.
Exactly, right? Now go back to Isaiah. You're a smart brother. What's your name?
Vernell.
Vernell, all right? I'm Jadiel, right? Let's read that.
Isaiah 28 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
For precept must be upon precept.
So law must be upon law. So you must read one law and then stack another law on top of it to get the true understanding of what it is.
Right.
So if you don't know the basic law, how can you ever understand Revelation? You can't.
That's right.
You can't because you got to start at the basics, right?
That's fearing God.
Exactly.
Start
It's
with.
a start. So simple things like taking the cross off your neck, right? Let me show you something else simple, right? Give me beer. So you precept. No, matter of fact, before we drop that, go back and let's read the whole thing so you get to understand the whole thing. So in order to learn the Bible, right, precept must be upon precept. So you must put law upon law, right? Read it.
The book of Isaiah 28 and verse 10. For precept must be upon precept. Precept upon precept. Line upon line.
So line, you must read a line here and read a line here, and that's going to give you the full picture of everything that's going on. Read.
Line upon line. Here a little.
So here in the beginning of the Bible a little bit, read.
And there a little.
And now in the New Testament a little bit, or what they would call the New Testament. So you must know the Old Testament in order to understand the New Testament.
Right.
And if you haven't read the whole Old Testament and understand what laws you should apply, God is not going to open your eyes to understand that wisdom.
That's right.
So when you read Revelation and it goes over your head, God designed it that way.
That's right.
That's what he did. He designed it that way because he didn't want everybody to come in this book and understand it.
Can I strike deep?
What's
There's a
deep?
million questions I want to ask you, but
What's deep? Let's go. What's the question? Before we go deep, let's go basic, right? Because that's
Go
the point.
basic.
The fear of the Lord is the what?
fear God.
Fear God is
Fear
what?
God.
The beginning of what?
The beginning of wisdom.
So we got to start with the basics. There's no need for us to go deep. You follow what I'm saying? If we go deep and we don't got the basics, we're gonna ask questions that don't benefit us as a people.
Right.
God takes care of the rest.
God takes care of the rest.
If we take care of the basics as a people, or as a believer, or whatever you want to call it.
If we take care of the basics, God will take care of the rest. Yes. Let me get this. Here's another one, right?
Yeah, any questions?
Give me 1 Corinthians 3:16. When you walked up, you had a black and mild, right?
Yeah, it's on the
All right,
floor.
let's see what the Bible said. It's on the floor. Good. All praises. Let's see what the Bible said.
It's scary.
The book of 1 Corinthians 3 and verse 16.
Read out.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
God said your body is the temple that I dwell in, right? His spirit can dwell in you if you keep his commandments. So in order for you to get the wisdom, you have to do what? Keep his commandments. Read it again from the top.
Know ye not that ye are the temple of God? And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
He said it dwells in you, brother. In your spirit, in your body, God's spirit can dwell in you. That's how you'll get to understand it. But guess what happens if you smoking cigarettes, right? If you're doing things outside of the Bible. Read that. We're going to see.
If any man defile the temple of God.
If any man defile the temple of God, if you defile that temple that God gave you that he can dwell in, read.
Him shall God destroy.
God say he's going to destroy you. So what happens? Our people smoke black and mild, cigarettes, weed, all these different things. And what happens? We get different cancers.
That's right.
We get different sicknesses and illnesses because we're not keeping the commandments of God. Give me one. Deuteronomy 28:61. Bring it out. Here's an example of what will happen, right? Because God said if we don't keep his commandments, curses were going to come upon us.
That's right.
Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 61. Also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of the law, them will the Lord bring upon thee.
God said every sickness, right, every plague that's not written in the book of the law, them shall come upon you. When you read the Bible, did you ever search lung cancer and find it?
No.
You ever search and say, oh man, I can't breathe right, can't asthma? You ever find that in the Bible?
No.
God said every sickness that's not written in the law will come upon you if you do what? Break his commandments. Right. So today we find ourselves with lung cancer and we want to solve it, right? We want to find the cure for cancer.
Yeah.
The cure for cancer is keeping God's commandments. That's the cure for cancer. Don't smoke at all. Right. Give me verse 15. Deuteronomy 28 verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
Brother, back here. Listen, what's your name, brother? Go ahead. 28 verse 15.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
God said you had to listen to his voice. His voice is found where? In the Bible. Right.
That's right.
Right? Because I didn't write this. You didn't write this. We're just reading out of it what God said, right? Precept upon precept. Read. Verse 15.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
God said you had to observe and do his commandments. Apply them to your life. Right. Right? Just like you took that star off your neck, God said you had to do these things. Or else this. Read.
And his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said if you didn't follow his laws, curses were going to come upon you and overtake you. So now today we find ourselves on the bottom. We find ourselves smoking in order to get out of stress. We find ourselves doing different things to take away the curses of God. But God said they're not going anywhere unless we apply his commandments.
That's right.
We have yet to apply the commandments of God. We try to smoke to ease the pain. Right. We try to drink to ease the pain. We try to go to churches that don't teach us the Bible to ease the pain. But the only thing that's going to ease us if we keep the commandments of God.
That's right.
Right? So you, my brother, are from the tribe of Judah. That's what the Bible says. And that black and mild you got on the floor, leave that in the lighter right there because you don't need it.
That's right.
What's going to give you true peace is keeping the commandments of God. You don't need the lighter because if you got the lighter, guess what you're going to do with it? You're going to go get another black and mild. Give me verse 65. I know you are. I know you are because I smoke too. You know the easiest way to start smoking? You got to go see the weed man. You got to go to the store. You got to go get a lighter. Throw your lighter away, and then every time you got to go to the store, ask yourself, do I really want to go to the store? Right. Because you got to make steps to smoke. It's not just like you can pick it up and smoke. You got to go prepared. So if that's not with you, the next time you go smoke, you got to make a decision consciously and say, damn, I left my light on the ground when them brothers was teaching me. I got to go to the store and get another one. Now you know you purposely breaking the commandments of God. It's a choice at that point. Right? If it's just right there in front of you, you'll just pick it up and do it by nature. But if you leave it on the floor right here, you got to make a choice next time you do it. Give me verse 65.
Verse 65.
So here's some more curses that show you're from the tribe of Judah. Is your father so-called African American?
Yes.
Okay, so you would be from the tribe of Judah according to the Bible.
That's right.
Give me that.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
Here in America, among all the other nations, you will have no ease. That's why you got to smoke that black and mild, because you stressed the hell out. God said if you didn't keep my commandments, you're going to be stressed the hell out. I'm going to give you no ease. Because I want you to come back to me. If you're not stressed, you're not going to look for a solution for your problems. Because you're stressed, you found a solution. It's intentional. God is intentional. So the reason he put you in that position to be stressed is not for you to smoke a black and mild and numb it for a few hours or a few minutes. It's for you to come back to the Bible and learn why you're in the position in the first place.
That's right. And among these nations shall thou find no ease, nor shall the sole of thy foot have rest.
God said you're going to be walking to and fro. You got to go get on the damn bus, get off the bus, walk another mile, walk over here, running around. Brother, stop and listen if you love what I'm saying, right? You are Israel according to the Bible. Read that again.
And among these nations shall thou find no ease.
God said you ain't going to find no ease. Just like that brother walking to and fro, you walking to and fro. God said that was going to be a curse on our people. Now it's blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans only getting on the damn bus. And the white man driving and getting paid off you. Read.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. Read. But the Lord shall give thee a trembling heart.
God said he's going to make your mind race back and forth. You're going to have a trembling heart. Everywhere you go, you're going to be like, damn, my mind's thinking about this, and I got to do that. And then after that, I got to do this. And after this, I got to run, go get on the bus. And I got to do that, and I got to do this. God said he's going to do that to you on purpose so that you came back to him. Read.
And feeling of eyes.
Your eyes going to look and it's going to fail. You're going to want to do something. You can't do a damn thing about the position you in. Read.
And soul of mine.
Read.
And their life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night.
God said your life is going to hang in doubt. That's why when you walk through your neighborhood, you watch your own damn back. You walk through, you like this. Niggas on me? Okay, they still on the corner. God said that was going to happen to you in your own neighborhood because you broke his commandments.
That's right.
And now you pick up a black and mild trying to get away with it. You can't numb it with a black and mild and a lighter. God is more powerful than a black. Who made the black and mild and a lighter?
God.
Okay, so it ain't going to solve the problem. Leave it on the floor.
That's right. And shall have none assurance of thy life. In the morning.
And it shall have none assurance of your life. You know, as a black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, you don't know if you're going to live tomorrow. Every day you wake up, you don't even got a damn plan for tomorrow because you don't know if you're going to be here. God said he will put that spirit on you if you broke his commandments. Read.
In the morning thou shalt say, what God it were even.
In the morning when you wake up, you're going to say, I wish this damn day was over. That's what God said was going to happen to us. And that's what caused you to smoke. Read.
And even thou shalt say, what God it were morning.
And then at night you're going to say, I can't wait to get to the weekend. I can't wait till tomorrow over. I don't even want to go to work. I can't wait till it's over. God said he was going to put that spirit on us if we broke his commandments.
That's right. For the fear of thine heart, wherein thou shalt fear. And for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
Everything in your mind, you're going to fear everything that comes in your mind because you don't got a damn plan. Everything that you see, you're going to hope you can stop it, but you can't stop it. Because you're not keeping the commandments of God. So you smoke that black and mild trying to numb it, you're never going to numb it. Right.
Alright, I feel everything you're saying. I'm taking it in 100%.
Yes, sir.
You see, I made the choice. I did that to show you.
Yep.
This is going to get deep. And I'm dead serious.
Okay, ask the question, brother. You might feel it's deep, but it's simple to God.
I build robots and I'm electrical stuff. I've been getting shocked, jolted. I normally ride a BMX bicycle. I have to fix it, but I get shocked with the bike.
Get shocked with the bike? Now, brother, that got nothing to do with the Bible. I'm gonna show you what that is. Give me Deuteronomy 28.
The book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 28.
Give me 29.
29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness.
The Bible said we're going to grope at noonday. When the sun is at its brightest point, right, we're going to be reaching for something. So what you just said to me was a damn reach. You said, I get jolted, I ride the bike, I get jolted. You just reaching for something. You want something to be spiritual.
That's right.
That's what you're doing. I'm telling you, that's what you're doing. As you riding that bike and you get shocked, you say, that got to be God. Because you don't got nothing else that's God. Now today we're telling you, you're a Judite from the 12 tribes of Israel. That's your nationality.
Right.
That got nothing to do with getting jolted on the damn bike.
Right.
Read that.
And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt be only oppressed.
Are you oppressed today?
Hell yeah.
Exactly. So that's what you got to worry about. Not whether or not you get shot on the damn bike. Right. Give me Ephesians 4 and 13. Ephesians 4 and 13.
Ooh, Ephesians.
So the problem with our people is we want to follow God, but not according to God's Bible. We don't know what's in there. So we get shocked, we say, that's God. We trip and fall, and we roll over and look up at the sky, and we see a cloud that look like Jesus, and we say, that's Jesus. Our people bugged out our damn mind because we're going through oppression. Right. You follow what I'm saying? Today we're telling you, you are from the tribe of Judah. Right. That's who you are, brother. You know who makes actions like you did today? Judites make actions like you did today, throwing away that Star of David.
That's right.
Read that.
Ephesians 4 and 13 or 18. Ephesians 4 and verse 13.
Give me 18.
18. Having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of God through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their hearts.
Now read it again.
Having the understanding darkened.
God said he darkened your understanding of the Bible. So when you read Revelation, it won't make sense until you come back and apply the commandments of God.
That's
until
right.
you come congregate with your brothers.
Right.
He said things like you getting shocked, you're going to think that's God because he darkened your understanding. Read.
Right. Being alienated from the life of God.
You alienated from being from the 12 tribes of Israel, knowing that you Judah. Today, brother Vernon, right? I'm telling you, you're Judah. That's who you are. Getting shocked on a damn bike ain't gonna change your life. Smoking that ain't gonna change your life. That star on your neck ain't gonna change your life. Keeping the commandments of God will.
That's right. Through the ignorance that is in them.
We have ignorance in us. Why? Because we're taught by everything but this Bible. Really?
That's right. Because of the blindness of their heart.
We have a blind mind. That's what it's referring to. Our mind is blind. It doesn't have the right things in it. So when anything happens to us, we want it to be God. Right. Because we want something to hold on to. Today I'm giving you something you can really hold on to.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.